Welcome, welcome. We're back again today. We're going to be doing some Amnesia, part three. Last time I made it successfully through what do you want to call it? The prison. We are now in the Cistern, which is apparently some underground water system. Yes, we would like to continue where we left off. Its gears need to be greased. Okay, what about over here? It won't budge. It's getting dark. To enter the sewer, first must be drained. Well, I gathered that. Ooh, oil. Okay. Do we have a vessel? Oh, here I am pressing I, thinking that it's gonna freaking open. You know, I for inventory, not tab. You know, I've only been playing this game for how long? So you think I would know it's tab, but a few days apparently makes things not work anymore. Okay. Really? Broken pipe blocking the ladder, however, it was somewhat damaged on impact. Okay. Can't use that item. What about a rock? Like playing basketball. If we go up and back down. Oh, see? Not too hard. There we go. The control. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish the ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to harvest the vitae. That much was certain.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
Where do you think this goes? Okay, we're gonna leave you right there for a hot second. Okay, there's one. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Put these nice little weights up. Okay. Let's go over here, I guess. Oh, there's another one. You know, there has to be like a paper somewhere. I don't know what I'm doing. wooden crank. That tells me nothing of, like, what I'm supposed to do. Cool, I got this lowered. And something's rumbling, so... call it a win, I guess. Oh, here's another pipe. Ooh. Ugh. 13th of January, 1799. The work I've put into this machine is unequaled by reasoning of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is the most tiring. The limitations of the world have made my work incredibly difficult. It forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely placed by the pressured steam pushing its way through the pipes and turbines. It shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster, where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts. I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hope that it will have even the tiniest hint of power found in the Traveler's locket. Well, that didn't tell me. Here's another thing. Oh my god. What about in here? Anything in here for me? Well, I will say, I do not like those. Worth a shot. Like, these look like booby traps. Okay, let's, I guess, go back out this way. Do I need to use the weird little crank thing on these? Fucking squeaky. Oh, I think I get it. It's a mirror image, right? So, okay. Move! Go pirate the click.
Daniel, is that you? What are you doing?
So, do I not need these little things? I mean, they were, like, highlighted blue, right? Like Indiana Jones. It's my hat. gonna have to run back and grab these. But I mean, I guess maybe not, because that door is like a loading screen door. Well, we'll make a tiny little square. The beautiful wild orchids seemed a testament to nature's strength, being able to grow inside Brenneburg. Alas, it was Alexander's studies and care which enabled the flower to blossom. Repair the machine powering the eastern bridge. Powering the eastern bridge. I fixed all these sides, so something's wrong with those sides. Do I need like oil? The purpose of the Inner Sanctum had always been to study the orbs and find a way to force them to yield their power. However, he was still unaware of this. Oh, this brings me back to the days of oblivion.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes.
Mic off.
Need to control the water.
Mic on.
Drain
Sorry, I
sewers
just wanted to
some
pop.
extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
Oh, are we gonna have the weird water monsters? I actually did not think that was gonna work.
7th of August, 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic. I'm not surprised. Even while traveling across Europe, I assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not dwell too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon where he preferred to attempt his rituals. It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure. He showed me several rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brenneburg must be the Inner Sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
Dark sewer water. Shit. Ooh. Oil. Pretty sure there's water monsters now. No? That should not have hurt me as much as it did. I feel like that was a bit dramatic on Daniel's part.
August 1839. I could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The Inner Sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying. But Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene. Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
I would too. Shit. Let's go. Awesome. I thought it was moving so slow because I was injured.
9th of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why. What does he stand to gain? I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more. Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb? I must admit that yesterday, when Alexander flooded the Inner Sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
Something truly extraordinary. I do want to go back here and see what it says. No. Drained everything. I guess I didn't know, but I'm surprised it did not run into a water monster. The blue light blinded him as it had done inside that murky tomb in Algeria. It was just as enchanting as he tried to approach it, but the Baron's firm hand held him back. I really want to go that way. Let's go back over here real quick. See if I can do anything with these things. The red taint burst from the walls as if they had begun to bleed. He cried out in fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer. No, it was this side I fixed. Maybe I need to bring some oil? Let's see. Let's go grab some. He waited for his eyes to adjust to the darkness, but no shape or contour appeared. There's no need to fill it again. Okay, I guess we'll just head down to the sewer. I'll just forever be curious as to what's there. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm trying to get out. Has to do with those pipes, I know it. Just know it. The beautiful wild... Oh, I've already read this. I am reading it again. Okay. Let's take like a real... Any like missing pipe pieces. Oh, this isn't the room I needed. Oh my god. Am I really that dumb? Okay. Let's freaking go. I'm pretty sure it's that back room that needs these stupid pipes. Or not. Okay, well, the other side of that bridge should be working now. Excuse you? Well, got a wooden crank. Entrance to the Cistern. There we go. What is it stuck on? The bridge is stuck and will need a push to dislodge. Push from what? The ladder doesn't go that far. Let's see. It's worth a shot, right? No. Putting some weight on it to drop it. Yeah. I don't know how adding weight is a push. A push is like, you know, pushing. Well, what do I know? Nothing. I don't got no oil.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded. What? The shadow. It has? For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor, to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
Ew.
I hear you breathing, Daniel. Do you hear me? Have you changed your mind?
The vaccine enabling my men to work in the fungi-ridden sewers is a definitive success. Unfortunately, only a few of the servants have been remedied as the procedure proved difficult. The others will perish, and eventually I will have to create more of them to keep my experiments running. Note that an injection of vaccinated blood will work as a shield long enough to pass through the sewers without any risk of infection. It will do fine for prisoner transport. I fear for Daniel, for he is reckless. He is tainted by the approaching shadow and will not be able to pass the gate. Will he be able to accept this in the end? My love, I've seen evil in him. How am I to trust him with the truth? What cruel irony that I have to do unto him what Agrippa did unto me. What did Agrippa do to you? Oh my god. So many bodies. Plague outbreak. The strange deaths among the servants and the prisoners have finally been resolved. It seems that the drain sewer, which has recently been opened up for use as a means of transport, is plagued by peculiar poisonous fungi. The victims seem to have suffered an extremely quick outbreak of sickness affecting the entire body. Some of my men, including myself, are blissfully spared by the calamity, but it is clear that this cripples my progress. The prisoners die quickly, and their contaminated vitae lacks energy I seek. I shall immediately start working on a vaccine. Okay. Ugh. Poor person trying to get out of here. I mean, I would try to get out too. If we're being honest.
What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
It's not the way to go. The fine copper tube found in the morgue looks like a looks like a part of a surgical tool. A perfect tube.
3 days now. This is ridiculous. Why doesn't someone come to this room? Hey! Anybody! Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not, I pray my Heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
The shadow. It's close now.
What was that? body is still stiff from rigor mortis. Can't be older than a day. Okay, so what am I looking for? I'm seeing the roaches. Am I going crazy? Oh, God, I did not see those feet. Oh. Open. Okay. Must be missing something. Like, do I need to go through the skull? It cannot penetrate the skull. I need oil. That's what I need. This is morbid, but why is that door shut? I am going insane. I don't know what to do. shit. Oh! Move quickly. Thanks. Oh shit. So, since I was there, does that mean I have the... Because he was there, so does that mean I have the vaccine in my blood? It must be because I have no more mementos available. Oh, and this is not hurting me, so... Henry Bedloe went to class carrying the anger of his bitter mother. He never cried, he made the others cry instead. Pain is like that. You either become sad or you become angry. Henry always chose the latter. Scary. Mushrooms! They always just disappear. Nope. Ooh, door. Ouch. Two levers control the noisy machine. One. Two. Tells me nothing. Now it's like barely making any noise. nope, 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 nope. Hiding in the corner is always safe. Not this time. Shit, 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 shit. Oh my god, which way do we go? Oh! Close. Close my ass. Okay, we're gonna try this. Oh, are you walking away? Okay. And poof! He's gone.
What's happening? What are you doing? Let me go! Please, don't take me! Nobody ever returned!
Come on. Where is he? He's gonna pop out. What did I think? For the love.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Yeah, fucking ripped this thing apart. Okay. Ew. For the love of God. Explode him. There we go. Okay. That's obviously not what needs to happen. Do I have to put this thing back together? Okay, where does other arm go? I know I chucked it. I don't know why that scares me every single time. Where'd his arm go? I don't even know if I need to put him together. It just kind of makes sense. Did his arm like clip into the wall? Stop it. Love of God. Torn down by what creature? I don't know where I'm going. The fact that that worked is baffling. Oh shit. We made it. There's never any escape. Things like this live with you always. How could it be? How could he know if Henry would show up? Would show up? It's fine. I tried to read it. A for effort, right? feel like this is a very bad idea.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Ugh. What happened to Agrippa? Laboratory. No.
Help me. Pull the switch. Help me. Please. Pull the switch. Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Whom are you? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an arm. Yes, that's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but against my law. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my oath, a long time ago. Really? Then if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken wall and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak matter, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
I don't want to.
Daniel, I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Rhein, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help him. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic, to free me from this husk of mine. To me, I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important, you know. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Oops. Okay. Well. Assuming that one can't be opened either. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest in the morning sun. Will this ever end, he thought. What is this place?
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Where'd he go? Oh my god, he's right there. Knew that would happen, I just needed the freaking thing. Mystic barrier blocks the passage in the chancel. Which direction did he go? The shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over ever since I recovered the orb, first found by Agrippa. I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me the most impetuous, fearing the paucity of prisoners. I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Creepy. Well, where are all the pieces?
of August, 1839. The banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
A bucket of tar. I'm assuming the tar is the...
Is this guilt I'm witnessing, Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Use the tar to fix the orb. Once I find the pieces. Such filthy thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Ugh. So not only do you get tortured, you have to listen to other people get tortured. I don't like that I had to pick up meat. That...
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
Ew, that's creepy. Let's torture the shit out of you. Ugh. Let's torture the shit out of you, give you something to make you forget, and then torture you some more.
It's quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
Ugh.
see? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wants none other than Johann Ryer. You never heard of Johann Ryer? My God, his brother is the greatest man in history, and you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him?
I guess that works. I've already been over there.
Dad, good to see you. I was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong?
Access laboratory, and that's back the way I came.
Dad, good to see you.
Dude, shut
found
up.
a Mithraean box. One which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraeus? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith. Building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe. And inside.
Let's go back up the spiral staircase, see what's up there.
Watching the sky.
That's the only thing I can think of. Pretty sure I got rid of the door. Yep.
9th of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
I mean, I guess that's true. You're fearing for your life. Oh my goodness, why am I yawning so much? It's freaking only 2.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
How are you gonna stop me? You guys send your servants after me. And we all know them bitches are scary.
Ah, you get it. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Well, thank you. The transup. Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one, prepare him.
Ugh. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been taken into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is still dazed, proceeding by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply pain in doses, if possible with breaks, to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, and then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim does not behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before it happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. That's rough. It is you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on the dark mountain top. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. I don't know what these little notes are. Are they from Alexander himself? Like, the note that I just read, isn't that from Alexander also? It doesn't necessarily, say who these notes are from. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. The shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Yeah, I would go crazy. Here we go with that. Going absolutely insane.
Let me go, you brute!
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
No, please. Do anything. Whatever you want. Anything. Do anything. I'm innocent.
The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. And I think it's really powerful that when you're reliving these memories, it makes your character go insane. Like, that he's losing his sanity. How long has that body been there? I think we gotta chill here for a second and let the body recoup. Mind, I guess, not body. Becoming too far gone. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears solid with blood flooding from his belly, and the saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Why do I need his blood? That body's gone. Hell no. Don't like that. The fury had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for a bottle, empty bottle of laudanum. Frustration, he smashed it.
Something's coming. You seem to have found all the orb pieces used in the transept. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Need foil though. Agrippa channels Wire. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and he still insists on releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims that he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so he too can help. Wow, I'm sorry guys. If he could guarantee my success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is the most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from an agonized human victim's blood, but I need larger amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's the property secretion of the water-dwelling Carank. I will have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, properly prepared. Okay. Sorry, it was talking about the monster in the well, and I think I need to use the meat to get him. Get him to give me what I want.
Was there something else?
Shut up.
Incredible.
What? Covered in mucus. The bone is covered in mucus.
Was there something else? Not many walls are left.
Didn't check in here fully, because I got too excited. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spewed their politics at each other while I sat quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time but by anguish. Well, Alexander, it sounds like you possibly did this to yourself. And that you may or may not deserve it. It had gone too far, the man was suffocating. As he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes, displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil.
August 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions.
No.
Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry.
No.
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
Ugh, I'm so sorry.
Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
You are, but I'm not. What you're doing is fucked up. Ugh.
Just like Regent's Park.
He's gone. Ugh. Carefully cutting the man open made him think, this is how a father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate, grants a certain form of pride.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Ugh, I remember it. Ugh. Hate all of this. They're traitor did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the man could hear the brazen bull bellow. I didn't need to do all that. Freaking piece of the orb was set right fucking there. Nope, 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 nope.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Gross. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, of the rope secured around his leg stretched. But with the intent, so the rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest with a final act of mercy. Missing one. No, this is the, yeah. That's the way I came in. Forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside him. Ariadne with spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip for just a moment. He knee-jerked and felt the blood trickle down his leg. In a pain, his head fell slightly forward, and it took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and began to leak. Gross. Let's get out of here. Miss anything?
Whatever it takes.
I see you have all the ore pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you, but if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Wire's tongue before attempting to mend the ore, there might still be a chance for you to save me. Please, my fate is in your hands.
Notes. Okay, poisonous fungi. I have the blood. And I have the secretions. Properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. So, do you think I can use the thing where I'm supposed to put the orb as my little well? Wow. Like, I didn't even have time. Hazel spent all summer in bed and used to read after helping her fall asleep. After helping father with his work and his mind, it was... Ew.
Sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Last person wrote, there is little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself from my prison. When I first arrived, it felt like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there's no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here in time. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers in my dreams. Sad. What the hell?
should kill them all, burn this castle to the ground.
Come on, my goodness gracious. I picked up a bucket of water. Oh, find the key. Talked about it being dropped. What's going on? Shoot. Hazel turned 15, she had lived 3 years longer than Dr. Tate had foreseen. Her parents had given up from exhaustion and decided to have her committed for permanent treatment at Canterbury Hospice. But she was still alive. She had embraced him and wished him a grand adventure in Algeria. Always falling or dying. Alexander became silent. He didn't know what to say. He could no longer recognize his friend sitting in the carriage.
18th of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Altstadt lies a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. We took the coach and went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
The crying had stopped and he could hear a whisper coming from the cell. They were up to something and he would have to punish them. bursts. Need to find a bucket. Okay. Oh. Can I find both in there? No. Eating the gland will not extract the poison. Oh.
I thought I lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now. Quickly, office ahead!
What?
And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate. Vile was a brave man, and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples, and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But, unlike every other finder since the fall of his ray of faith, he was able to unshackle the horror you and I connected with the orbs. He used them, and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself.
What do you mean off with the head? You alone, so.
Me, powerful. Not the way I meant to go. I've done all that I can to escape this prison. But now, I use all my strength merely to stay alive.
Oh, it's horrible. it turned angry, it was easy to take her insolence and make her the villain in the story. But she didn't deserve to die. Even he could see that.
Never see it coming.
I can hear him. Shit. Shit. Nope. No. I'm just gonna go the other way. Okay, before we do that, I want to see if I can get back there. I think I went back there. The door's broken down now. Like, why is the hammer the only thing I can pick up? Why am I trying to jam the cogwheels? Ooh.
10th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down and... what is a life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent. But to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
Fair. A hammer isn't... what about a rock? Doubt it, but... Oh! Like I said, corners have always saved me. Without fail. only a handful of times has a corner never saved me. Okay, well the question is, how do I freaking get past him?
Crush his skull. He deserves it.
Corner, save my life, corner, save my life, corner, save my life, corner, save my life. Corner once again. I don't know if I was supposed to do the Inner Sanctum. All his life he had thought that he was a good man. Terrible deeds were only committed by terrible people like Henry Bedloe, the bully in school, but now he had seen what he himself could do.
August 1839.
It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster.
And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Don't like that? Ugh. Do I have to do that to the other one also? Oh, yeah. Alexander saw that evening had taken a toll on his friend's mind and barred him from the Inner Sanctum. He could no longer be trusted to be part of the ritual.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see a Grilla convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa? Do that. I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too. Stop it. You're ruining it. We are so close, I beg you. I'm just like you, Daniel. A prisoner of circumstance. Trapped in a world I no longer recognize. As you gain your freedom, will you deny me mine? We are so close. Closer than I've been for centuries.
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid, fleeing Brenneburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins. There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Well, that was a lot shorter than I remember it when I first played it, 10 plus years ago. Just as dark and creepy at the end as I remembered it. Well, I don't remember the details, but I do remember just being flabbergasted by it. And it was Aubrey living it. But that's Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This last part, part 3, episode 3, chapter 3, is a little bit long. You know, we ran it longer, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did. I will definitely be back for Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, I think is what it's called. And I hope you guys will be part of that. I am going to start playing some other games, streaming some other games mixed in with the Amnesia series. But I would appreciate a follow. And have a good afternoon. I might be back later tonight. Thank you. Bye.